38. Yeah, this is day 38 of improving my communication skills. And yeah, today, first I have to keep silent. Okay. As you know, tomorrow is going to Dhanteras. Sorry, Deepavali. This to Yesterday was Dhanteras, and tomorrow is on 19th. No, 20th. Sorry, on 20th October there is Deepavali, and we are in hostel, and almost only six students are here, only six friends, and for sure I will buy some diya and ghee to uh, Deep Projalit, and means I will light the candles and diya for all my favorites, friends, like thus this side means Sivam, Sriram, Nitish, Evans, and first I will make hostel 15 with candle and diya. After that, I will kept all those diyas and candles to every friend's rooms, just uh, just in front of their rooms, and one, yeah, I will try, as I'm not sure ki I will do that, but I will try my best to do that, because as Diwali and last year we were in hostel number 26. There also we have celebrated Diwali with same way, means we have lamp, means lightning the diyas and kept in the windows and taking photos, and that's amazing. So same things we are going to do this year in hostel number 15. And yes, and surely I will share this that photos in our community post. And yeah, it's all about plan of tomorrow, and what I have done today is I wake up at late, just because in the last night uh, too much mosquitoes had come and just bite me everywhere, and I was one a small uh, dotted grown, and that makes me a little bit uncomfortable and not able to sleep. So that I slept at 3 a.m. approx. Then I wake up at 5 a.m. but 6 a.m. But I cannot work out at this time, as I haven't taken sleep well. So I decided to do only yoga at 7 or 8 a.m. And after that I go to market, s- shops, and there I buy some grocery. And after that I came and I do some revision. After that I started our gate preparation. Then I take 1 hour rest, and then I do break lunch, and then I start again doing our semester gate preparation. And also I was doing internship work as well as and in the evening my friends like Vikas and Akashdeep has came in my room, and we do workout with bicep curls. After that, I have also do some different type of push-ups, approximately 70 to 80 push-ups. Normally, I have to every day. And after that, I start again intensive work, and I also attend meetings of our IIC. We are going to organize idea pitching competition again. So that meeting was scheduled. After that, again I have start doing internship work, and then okay, so we are going to start reading book Rich Dad Poor Dad, as we are in chapter number 8, and we have already completed approx 45% of chapter number 8, and chapter number 8 is getting started. Whenever we are start to doing some things, then we have many problems in finance there is problems, so we are getting started. to all those things. So we are in point number 5, that is pay yourself first, the power of self discipline. To successfully pay yourself first, keep the following in the mind. Don't get into large debt position that you have to pay for. Keep your expenses low. Build up asset first. Then buy the big horse or nice car. Being stuck in the rat race is not intelligent. When you come up short, let the pressure build and don't deep into your saving or investments. Use the pressure to inspire your financial genius to come up with new way of making more money and then pay your bills. You will have increased your ability to make more money as well as your financial intelligence. So many times I have gotten into financial hot water and used my brain to create more income while staunchly defending the asset in my asset column. My my bookkeeper has screamed and David divide for cover, but I was like a good soldier defending the fort and fort assets. Poor people have poor habits. A common bad habit is innocently called dipping into saving. The rich know that savings are only used to create more money, not to pay bills. I know that sounds tough, but as I said, if you are not tough inside, the world will push you around away. Anyway, if you don't lack financial pressure, then find a formula that works for you. A good one is to cut expenses. Put your money is in the bank. Pay more than your fair share of income tax. Buy safe mutual funds and take the wow of the average. But the violates the pay yourself first rule. This rule does not encourage self-sacrifice or financial abstinence. It doesn't mean pay yourself first and starve. Life was meant to be enjoyed. If you call on your financial genius, you can have all the goodies of life, get rich and pay bills, and that is financial intelligence. Sixth, pay your pay your broker will. The power of good advice means if you want to become rich, then pay good to your broker. Then they will give you good advice. Sometimes I see people posting a sign in front of their house that say for sale by owner, or I see people TVs claiming to be discount broker. My rich dad taught me to take the opposite approach. He believed in paying a professional well, and I have adopted that policy. Today, I have expense attorney, accountant, and real estate brokers and stockbrokers. Why? Because if and I do mean if the people are professionals, their service should make you money, and the more money they make, the more money I make. We live in the information age. Information is priceless. A good broker should provide you with information as well as take the time to educate you. I have several brokers who do that for me. Some taught me when I had little or no money, and I am still with them today. What I pay a broker is teeny in comparison with what kind of money I can make because of the information they provide. I love it when my real estate broker or a stock brokers makes a lot of money because that usually means I made a lot of money. A good broker saves me time in addition to making me money. Like when I bought the vacant land for $9,000 and sold it immediately for $25,000 so I could buy the Porsche quicker. A broker is my eyes and ear in the market. They are they are there every day, so I do not have to be. I had rather play golf. People who sell their house on their own must not value their time much. Why would I want to save a few bucks when I could see but why would I want to save a few bucks when I could use that time to make more money or spend it with those I love? What I find funny is that so many poor and middle class people insist on tipping restaurant help 15 to 10, 20% even for bad service, but complain about paying a broker 3 to 7%. They enjoy tipping people in the expense column and tipping people in the asset column. That is not financially intelligence. Keep in mind that not all brokers are created equal. Unfortunately, most brokers are only salespeople. They sell, but they themselves own little or none, no real estate. There is tremendous difference between broker who sells horses and broker who sell investments. The same is true for stock, bond, mutual fund, and insurance brokers who call themselves financial planner. When I interview any paid professional, I first find out how much property or a stock they professionally own and what percentage they pay in tax. And that applies to me, tax attorney, as well as my accountant. I have an accountant who minds his own business. His profession is accounting, but his business is real estate. I used to have an accountant who was a small business accountant, but he had no real estate. I switched because we did not love the same business. Find a broker who has your best interest at heart. Many brokers will spend the time educating you, and they could be the best asset you find. Just be fair, and most of them will be fair to you. If all you can think about is cutting their commissions, then why should they want to help you? It's just simple logic. As I said earlier, one of the management skills in the management of the people. As I said earlier, one of the management skills is the management of people. Many people only manage people they feel smarter than and they have power over. Many man, middle managers remain middle managers, failing to get promoted because they know how to work with people below them, but not with people above them. The real skill The real skill is to manage and reward the people who are smarter than you in some technical area. That is why companies have a board of directors. That is why companies have a board of directors. You should have one too. That is financial intelligence. Seventh, be an Indian giver. The power of getting something or nothing. Be an Indian giver. The power of getting something for nothing. When the first European settler came to America, they are taken back by a cultural practice some American Indians had. For example, if a settler was cold, the Indian would give the person a blanket. Mistaking it for a gift, the settler was often offended when the Indian asked for it to back. The Indians also got upset when they realized the settler did not want to give it back. That is where the term Indian giver came from, a simple cultural misunderstanding. In the world of the asset column, being an Indian giver is vital to wealth. Thus, the sophisticated investors' first question is, how fast do I get my money back? They also want to money They also want to know what they get for free, also called a piece of the action. That is why the return of investment or return on investments is so important. For example, I found a small condominium, condominium that was a foreclosure a few blocks where I lived. The bank wanted $60,000 and I submitted a bid for $50,000, which they took simply because along with the bid was a cashier's check for $50,000. They realized I was serious. Most investors would say, aren't you are trying up a lot of cash? Would it not be better to get a loan on it? The answer is not in the same in this case. My investments company used the condominium as a vacation rental in the winter months when the snowbirds come to Arizona. It rents for $25,000 a month for 4 months out of the year. The rental during the off season is it rent for only $1,000 a month. I had many money back in about 3 years. Now I own the assets, which pumps money out for me, month in and month out. Thus, the same is done with stocks. Frequently, my broker calls and recommended I move a sizzle about amount of money into the stock of a company that he feels is just about to make a move that will add value to the stocks, like announcing a new product. I will move new. I will move my money in for a week to a month while the stocks moves up. Then I pull my initial dollar amount out and stop worrying about the fluctuations of the market because my initial money is back and ready to work on other assets. So my money goes in and then it comes out, and I own an assets that are technically free. True, I have lost money on many occasions, but I only play with money I can afford to lose. I would say on an average 10 investments, I hit home runs on 2 or 3, while 5 or 6 do nothing, and one, I lose on 2 or 3. But I limit my losses to only the money I have in at that time. People who hate risk but people who hate risk put their money in the bank. In the long run, savings are better than no savings, but it takes a long time to get your money back, and in most instances you don't get anything for free with it. On every one of my investments, there must be an upset, something for free, like a condominium, a mini storage, a piece of free land, a house, a stock shares, or an office building. And there must be a risk, and there must be a limited risk or a low risk idea. There are books devoted entirely to this subject, so I will not talk about it here. Ray Kroc of McDonald's fame sold hamburg franchise not because he loved hamburgers, but because he wanted the real estate under the franchise for free. So wise investors must look at more than return of investment. They look at the asset they get for free once they get their money back. That is financial intelligence. The eighth point is use assets to buy luxurious. The power of focus. A friend's child has been developing a nasty habit of burning a hole in this pocket. Just 16. He wanted his own car. The excuse all his friends' parents gave their kids cars. The child wanted to go into his savings and use it for a down payment. That was when his father called me and then came to see me. Do you think I should let him do it, or should I just buy him a car? I answered, it might relieve the pressure in the short term, but what have you taught him in the long term? Can you use this desire to own a car and inspire your son to learn something? Suddenly the light went on and he hurried home. 2 months later, I ran into my friend again. Does your son have his new car? I asked. No, he doesn't. But I gave him $3,000 for the car. I told him to use money instead of his college money. Well, generous of you. That's generous of you, I said. Not really. The money came with the hitch. So what was the hitch? I asked. Well, first we play as we played your cash flow game. We then had a long discussion about the wise use of money. After that, I gave him a subscription to the Wall Street Journal and a few books on a stock market. Then what? I asked. What what was the catch? I told him that $3,000 was his, but he could not directly buy a car with it. He could use it for he could use it to find a stockbroker and buy and sell stocks. Once he had made $6,000 with the $3,000, the money would be his for the car, and the 3,000 would go into the college fund. And what are the results? I asked. Well, he got luckily early in the trading, but lost everything a few days later. Then he really got interested today. I would say he is down $2,000, but his interest is up. He has read all the books I bought him, and he has gone to the library to get more. He reads the Wall Street Journal voraciously, watching for indicators. He has got only $1,000 left, but his interest and learning are sky high. He knows that if he loses the money, he works for 2 more years, but he does not seem to care. He even seems uninterested in getting a car because he is found a game that is more fun. That's happened if he loses all the money. I asked. Well, cross that bridge when we go. Well, cross that bridge when we get to it. I had rather have him lose everything now and then wait till he's our age to risk losing everything. And besides, that is the best $3,000 I have ever spent on his education. What he is learning will serve him for life, and he seems to have gained a new respect for the power of money. As I said earlier, if a person cannot master the money of self discipline, it is best not to try to get rich. I say this because although the process of developing cash flow from an asset column is easy in theory, that's what's hard is the mental fortitude to direct money to the correct use. Due to external temptations, it is much easier in today's consumer world to simply blow money out the expense column. With weak mental fortitude, that money flows into that path of least resistance. That is the cause of poverty and the financial struggle. The following example illustrates the financial intelligence needed to direct money to make more money. If we gave 10 if you gave 100 people $10,000 at the start of the year, I believe that at the end of the year 80 would have nothing left. In fact, many would have created greater debt by making a down payment on a car, refrigerator, electronics, or a holiday. 16 would have increased that $10,000 by 5 to 10%. 4 would have increased it to $20,000 or into the million. We go to a school to learn a profession so we can work for money. It is my opinion that it's just as important to learn how to have money work for you. I love my luxurious as much as anyone else. The difference is I don't buy them on credit. It's the keep up with the Jonas trap. When I wanted to buy a Porsche, the easy road would have been a call my banker and get a loan instead of choosing to focus in the liability column. I choose to focus in the asset column. As a habit, I use my desire to consume to inspire and motivate my financial genius to invest. To obtain, today we focus on borrowing money to get the things we wanted instead of focusing on creating money. One is easier in the short term but harder in the long term. It's bad habit the it's bad habit that we as individual and as a nation have gotten into. Remember, the easy road often becomes hard and the hard road often become easy. The earlier you can train yourself and those you love to be masters of money, the better. Money is powerful force. Unfortunately, people use the power of money against themselves. If your financial intelligence is low, money will run all over you. It will be a smarter than you. If money is smarter than you will work for it and all your life. To be the master of money, you need to be master. To be the master of money, you need to be a smarter than it. Then money will do as it is told. It will obey you instead of being a slave to it. You will be the master of it. That is financial intelligence. So, ninth number. Choose hero, the power of myth. When I was a kid, I greatly admired Will Smith, Hank Aaron, and Yogi Berra. They were my heroes, and I wanted to be just like them. I treasured their baseball cards. I knew their stats, the RBIs, the eras, their batting average, how much they got paid, and how they came up from the in minor leagues. As a 9-year-old kid, when I stepped up to bat or played first base or catchers, I wasn't me. I pretended I was a famous baseball player. It's one of the most powerful ways we learn, and we often lose that as adults. We lose our heroes. Today I watch young kids playing basketball near my home. On the court, they are not little Johnny. They are pretending to be their favorite basketball hero. Copying or emulating heroes is true power learning. I knew I have new heroes as I grow older. I have golf heroes and I copy their swings and do my best to read everything I can about them. I also have heroes such as Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, George Soros, and Jim Rogers. I, I know their stats just like I knew the eras and RBIs of my childhood baseball heroes. I follow that Warren Buffett invest in, and I read anything I can about his point of view on the market and how we choose stocks. And I read about Donald Trump trying to find out how we negotiate and put deals together. Just as I want not just as I was not me when I was up to bat. When I am in the market or I am negotiating a deal, I am subconsciously acting with the bravado and confidence of Trump. Or when analyzing a trend, I look at his though Warren Buffett were doing it. By having heroes, we tapped into a tremendous source of raw genius. But heroes do more than simply inspire us. Heroes making things look easy. Making it look easy convince us to want to be just like them. If they can do it, so I can. When it's come to investing, too many people make it sound hard. Instead, find heroes who make it look easy. Choose hero, the power of make. We should choose the hero so that we can copy them and get richer. Teach and you shall receive the power of giving. Both of my dads were teachers. My rich dad taught me a lesson I have carried all my life, the necessity of being charitable or giving. My educated dad gave a lot of his time and knowledge, but almost never gave away money. He usually said that he would give when he had some extra money, but of course, there are rarely an extra. My rich dad have my rich dad gave money as well as education. He believed firmly in teaching, teaching, teaching. If you want something, you first need to give. He would always say when he was short of money, he gave money to his church or to his favorite charity. If I could live on single idea with you, it is that idea whenever you feel short or in need of something. Give give what you want first and it will okay. Give give what you want first and it will come back in buckets. That is true for money, a simple, a love, or a friendship. I know it is often the last thing a person may want to do, but it was always work for me. I trust that the principle of reciprocity is true, and I give I give what I want. I want money, so I give money and it comes back in multiplies. I want sales, so I help someone else sell something and sales comes to me. I want contacts and I help someone else get contacts. Like magic like magic. Contact contacts come to me. I heard a saying years ago that went God does not need to receive, but humans need to give. My dad would often say, poor people are more greedy than rich people. He would explain that if a person was rich, that person was providing something that other people wanted. In my life, whenever I have felt needy or short of money or short of help, I simply went out or found in my heart what I wanted and decided to give it first. And when I gave, it always came back. It reminds me of the story of the guy sitting with a firewood in the arms of on a cold, freezing night. He's yelling at the pot, pot billet stove. When you give me some heat, then I will put some wood in you. And when it comes to money, love, happiness, sales, and contacts, all one needs to remember is to give first. Often just the process of thinking of what I want and how I could give that to someone else breaks free a torrent of bounty. Whenever I feel that people aren't smiling at me, I simply begin smiling and saying hello like magic. The next things I know I am surrounded by smiling people. It is true about your words is only a mirror of you. So that's why I say, teach you and you shall receive. I have found that come the more I teach those who want to learn, the more I learn. If you want to learn about money, teach it to someone else. A torrent of new ideas and final distinctions will come in. There are times when I gave him and nothing has come back, or what I have received is not what I wanted. But upon closer inspections and soul searching, I was often giving a receipt in those instances instead of giving for the joy that giving itself brings. My dad taught teachers and he came. My dad taught teachers and he became a master teacher. My rich dad always taught young people his way of doing business. In retrospect, it was their generosity with what they knew that made them smarter. There are power in this the world that are much smarter than we are. You can you can get there on your own, but it's easier with the help of the power that be. You only need to be generous with that you have. So here I completed chapter number 8. Oh, sorry, guys. Chapter number 7. Oh, okay, okay. Chapter number 8. There is somebody in a few pages. And yeah, chapter number 9. I still wants more. So, chapter number 9, we will read tomorrow. In the daytime, I will try as tomorrow is Deepavali. So thanks to Kumar Pransu who has given me this book to read it and gain some financial knowledge and apply in our real life and invest in stocks and stock markets and other things. So I can earn some things and be a financial literate from right now. Thanks to Kumar Pransu. Happy Diwali. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.